So today we're going to do a taco cornbread bake, and it's going to be really quick and easy and should be very cheap and easy on the pocketbook. Go ahead and brown some ground beef. I'm going to double my recipe, but I didn't have quite enough. I didn't have enough hamburger meat. I had it's supposed to be about 2 pounds for doubling. 1 pound if you're not going to double. And I have just a little bit less than that, but this is going to be fine because I got beans too. So I've already browned the ground beef. I've already drained it. The next thing that we're going to add is our taco seasoning, some water. And you don't have to worry about the measurements because they're going to be down below. You need to let this simmer for about 5 minutes. And then we can add the rest of the stuff. Okay, y'all. So I poured off some of the liquid. Kept just a teeny tiny tad in there. You are going to go ahead and add, we're going to cut the heat off. We're going to go ahead and add our 2 cans of Rotel. And you're not supposed to drain those. And 2 cans of black beans. You will drain and rinse black beans because if you don't, your whole entire dish is going to turn black. So, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, you have to rinse off. Usually when you, black beans are phenomenal, but you have to always rinse them. It's kind of a thing. Okay. Now, I'm going to add a cup of cheddar because, like I said, I'm doubling. And then you're going to also put some on the top. But we have more work to do. We're going to set this aside and we're going to get our cornbread ready. Okay, so the great thing about this for my family is this stuff right here. They love it. So it's basically a sweet cornbread. And that's what you're going to put on top. You need to make it according to the directions. It's usually 1 box plus 1 egg plus 1/3 of a cup of milk. And like I said, I'm doubling it, so I have to use extra. And by the way, your temp on your oven should be about 400. And you should be getting that preheated while you're fixing all this. But I'm short on time and I'm trying to hurry. Get you a rubber spatula because you're going to need it. I'm doubling this, so we're going to put this in a 9x13. I've already sprayed it with some cooking spray. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to put this mixture. It's time for the cornbread mixture to go on top. So we're going to put this in the oven, 400 degrees, for about 20 minutes. You will not cover it. And then when you pull it out, we're going to put some more cheese on there and bake it just for a few more minutes. Okay, y'all, so I took it out of the oven, turned the oven off, and I put the cheese on it and just let it sit in the oven for a little while, and it just melted from the heat of the oven. I did want to point out that when you get to the 20-minute mark and you see that the cornbread's brown on top, you might want to stick like a knife down into the center and pull it out and see if your cornbread underneath is done. If it isn't, and it probably won't be, take a piece of foil and just kind of lay over the top of it, stick it back in the oven for 5 to 10 minutes, just depending, and then pull it back out, check it, Again, see if, you know, your knife comes out clean. If not, knife comes out clean, then you can go ahead and put the cheese on it and then pop it back in the oven just for a couple minutes. Okay, y'all, so today I am going to show you a really, really simple dinner. Throw together. Really simple. You're going to wish you would have thought of it first. Okay, so it's going to be chicken finger wraps. We're going to use these. These are from Aldi. Walmart has a really good brand, and they're about the same price as Aldi's. And then you can also use Tyson. They have really good ones too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take about 3 bags of these, and I'm going to bake them in the oven. And then I'm going to show you how I make the coleslaw that goes in there. And it's going to be a really quick, fast meal. Let me get these in the oven first. Okay, y'all. So, pick this up from Aldi. But you can pick up any bagged coleslaw that you like. And put it in a bowl. And this is what we're going to put in the wraps as well. So it's going to be chicken fingers and coleslaw and then just a tortilla right in it. Well, you can use coleslaw dressing, but we have just kind of gotten where we can just do it with a little bit of mayonnaise. You can put whatever sweetener you want to in it. You won't need but just a few tablespoons. So I'm going to use almond milk to thin this just a little bit. But you can use whichever milk that your family uses. We just need a touch. That's going to be the filling for our wrap, and I will be back here when the chicken's done. The chicken fingers are out of the oven. I use these small fajita size tortillas that you get from Aldi, but you don't have to use those. You can use any size you want and put as many chicken fingers in there as you want. And then we put just a little bit of coleslaw in there. And I'm just gonna serve it with a side of onion rings. Easy peasy. And it's very, very good. So I have been laid awake at night trying to come up with a very simple recipe, kind of like where you have a little bit of this and a little bit of that and you need to use it up, but you don't really know what to make out of it or make with it. So I decided to just take a plunge and just do it. Then I found out that after I did an internet search that there's already, somebody has already thrown this stuff together. So I'm just gonna go with it anyway. It's a good idea, I think, especially if you live on a budget. And right now we need help. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make my mashed potatoes. Now, you do not have to make homemade mashed potatoes if you feel like it's too intimidating. I personally would take the plunge and do it. They taste better. You can make them how you want to. And actually they turn out better than the potato flakes. But you do what you want to. You can even get the ones that are pre-made. They're in the prepared food section of the grocery store. I can't think of the name of them. They're already made up and all you have to do is heat them up in the microwave. Like I said, this is always going to be your cheapest route, in my opinion. Now all I need is potatoes that have been boiled. I mashed them. You do not have to have a potato masher. You can use a mixer. Some people use mixers, and you can also use a fork if you're, you just don't have the right tools. It'll be okay. Most everyone has a fork. So, and I've even used like a tablespoon and just chopped it up a little bit because we like ours chunky. But, and they don't have to be creamed like some people do. It doesn't have to be. It's whatever you like. So, mashed potatoes. I put butter in there. You don't have to put butter. You can put chicken broth or you can put margarine. It does not matter. Whatever you have. And then all I do, we're on a low salt diet now, but you can put kosher salt in there. Lots of pepper. And just a little smidge of milk, not that much. But wait till your butter has melted first before you put the milk in. And no, this recipe does not have a title. I don't know what it would be. Super potatoes? I don't know. I'll explain the rest of it in just a second. Mashed potatoes are done. I did choose for this, you can use anything you want to, but I chose Campbell's Chunky Soup. And I chose a steak potato one because that's what I had in the pantry. But if I would have had to do it all over again, I probably would have chose something that had vegetables, like a beef stew type thing. But I've already heated the soup up, and basically this is it. This is the recipe. So the soup has a gravy type consistency, so it'd be perfect for the mashed potatoes, and you could put it over a biscuit, a split biscuit, something like that. But that and that, and you have a meal. Okay, y'all, so that's what I come up with, something extremely cheap and simple and filling. I'll see y'all next time.